HappyThumbsGaming. Booyah show. Hey everybody, it's Jeremy from HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're doing God of War Ascension beta playthrough for the PlayStation 3. God of War has finally decided to take its flip-flops off, put its toes in the water of multiplayer. Here we are playing Favor the Gods team mode. It's your essential domination gameplay. There's 3 capture points. The more points you hold, the more points you earn, aka favors, and the closer you get to winning the match. The game's got some interesting things going on. For one, you can choose your weapon, so you can choose like a sword or hammers. There's going to obviously be more weapons, but you're only allowed to choose 2 of the factions for this beta, and those factions were Ares and Zeus. So Ares is more of a attack-driven faction, where Zeus is more of a power and magic driven faction. And there's going to be other ones. There's going to be Hades and Poseidon, and I think Athena as well. And they're obviously all going to have their strengths and weaknesses, so you're going to be able to build a character to your liking. And there's also an armor and weapon system that I was already talking about the weapons. With the armor, you get to choose a lower armor, top armor, and a helmet. You unlock these armors through finding the items in the chests, doing certain things in game challenges, kind of like Call of Duty style. So knock 10 guys off a ledge, kill 50 enemies, kill 5 people with booby traps, whatever. This is me capturing one of the points. You just run out onto it, hold a button to do it. So unlike Call of Duty or a game like that where you're playing domination, where you can actually still fight, when you're doing that, you're absolutely defenseless. So some guy's gonna come over there and rack you down. That little blue circle right there, that's how you pick up your magic in the game. So you can do spell casting. On top of spell casting, you have 3 specials. There's the square one, triangle one, and the L2 one. Square one's your light, super special, and they're hard to block. The triangle one is, I think, not even blockable. And then the L2 one is kind of like your get out of jail free card, but it takes a long time to charge up. And there's also abilities and a skill set, so when you trigger it, it activates that skill set and it takes you out of whatever combo you're getting sucked into, and it makes you like powerful for a little bit depending on what skills you choose. You can either enter a godlike trance where you're just all damaging. Me, I'm using one where I have the ability to move faster, my weapon moves faster, and I bust through enemies' blocks, which I think is important because blocking is a huge aspect of this game. You can block, and then if you hit X at a certain time, you can parry, but that shows up on the screen when you're blocking. That little dome shows up in front of you, and then if you hit the X button, it gets even brighter, so like someone can see that and then just wait, then attack you because you're going to be defenseless afterwards. So it's kind of a rock, paper, scissors style game. There's these traps that are around the game. So there's a couple options of how you can use them. You can hit the button real quick and activate it when the enemy is on there, or you can hold the button and lock it into place, and it'll set it as a trap that they can activate when somebody runs over it. The downside of holding the trap is that, you know, obviously it's going to have a delayed start, so they have a chance to jump out of there, but it's kind of money when you run across the level and all of a sudden you see, you know, Snow Slider killed, blah blah. There's also these chests in game. They have the standard red orbs. The red orbs are what they're calling favor, and the favor is what the overall score for going on there. So they also help you to your total objective of beating the game. In this team mode right here, you can see that there's this gigantic behemoth of a Titan behind us, and one of the ways you can help win this match is if you're over 7,000 points, eventually you spear this guy down, you will win the game. If you're under 7,000 points, you get 1,000 points towards your team. So it's going to say gods intervene, and there's going to be a spear, and you have to go through a quick time event to pull the spear. Then you have to chase him down and fight him, which you're going to see me do at the end, and then it's going to give you the 1,000 points. Also in these chests, you're going to find pieces to armor, or just a full piece of armor that you can use. One thing I really liked about the game is you can move around pretty freely. You can climb up both these sides over here. You can teleport to warp across. You can go up the middle and see that little green light over there to the right, and use your little hook to throw yourself up there. So there's pretty good flow to the maps. You can pretty much get to wherever you want to go in an instant once you've understood the maps. There's one magic spot, so that refills your magic, and then there's one health spot, so that can also set up a fight, because you'll start fighting a guy and you'll start chasing off towards that health spot, and you're like, I gotta get him before he gets there. This guy's coming down. Obviously working as a team helps, because as you're coming off your combo and your friend's laying into the combo, it'll set him up. And or say you're comboing him and then he pairs you, just like I got paired right there, you're set up to just get worked on. This is definitely not my best round, but I do get the Titan at the end of it, so that's the one I wanted to show you guys. I mean, all in all, for zero multiplayer to this, like, it's definitely, I think, a big step. It definitely has some longevity just for the fact that there's different armors and classes and stuff like that. And so it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. When I was playing the single player mode, there was a couple issues where I literally just could not get off the ground. Here's me running for the health. Can't get me, sucker. Can't get me. Boop. Back in the fight. But I could not get off the ground. Oh, on top of everything else, there's world weapons. So you can see over there, there's a handle sticking out. This guy just picked it up. You can pick these up and then use circle to attack with them, or you can use circle for physical attack if you're not having that weapon. And you can see I just got killed by a trap. The world weapons are nice. Like that hammer is pretty much the home run bat. So if you want to try to, say, compare this to Super Smash Brothers or PlayStation Battle Royale, whatever, it has definitely some aspects of it, because there's definitely a ring out feature where if you knock them off the end, it's going to kill them. There is no juggling thing where if you get certain low health, you can keep them in the air better. But there is the ability to knock them into the air and then use your R1 button, which will grapple to them, and then do a little bit more damage. Lay to rest. There's a couple ways to kill your enemies. There's obviously just a straight up melee version, which I did there. You can weaken them down and they'll get the red halo over them, and then you hit the R1 grapple button, you can do a brutal kill and you'll get a bonus for that. Sometimes it's hard to execute because you'll be in the middle of a combo just trying to put them down, and then when it happens, you're done. You can see the little teamwork right there as I'm capturing the point. The guy goes ahead and sets the trap around me, so it gives me a couple more seconds to hold on to it. The glowing edges give you the cue that you can climb up, by the way. So I'm going to come down here and help my partner. Fire sword! I'm barbecuing. Spartan, sucker. If you guys are wondering if you're Kratos, you're not Kratos. You're pretty much, there's that halo I was telling you about, and that guy's doing the brutal kill, but I lied, it was me. And the brutal kills are brutal. You slice their shoulder off, slice their arm off, do whatever. So this right here is the intervention of the gods. This is the Spear of Olympus. So this is the weapon you have to use to take down this Titan, because you can't take him down with your conventional sword weapons. So I'm going to go right for that and just show my focus to show you that this is an option. I'm grabbing it. I'm going through my quick time event. I get the spear. If you die with the spear, it's going to reset. So you definitely got to get in there when you can. You're going to use the world attack button, which is circle, and just kind of get this guy stunned up. Obviously, if someone's coming in here and comboing you, it's going to make things worse. There's the halo above him. I go right into my attack. And this is going to cause me to do this. If we were over 7,000 total points, which we were like 250 away, this would have ended the match right here. It would have been a little bit more of an animation as we jabbed him in the eyeball, but instead, this is how it goes down. Bam. I take him down. He gets his wisdom teeth removed surgically, and it gives us 1,000 points. For some reason, that doesn't show up at the end of the game, but whatever. Doesn't credit him towards me, and then I get worked. Going to bed. Thank you, Daisy. Dizzy Daisy McLovin. It's like the Dizzy Bat. Big Mac lover. But we win, so whatever. Take that to the bank. As you can see, I'm stinking up the bottom, even though I was making all those sacrifices for my team. But whatever. So let us know what you guys think about this. We also have some footage of the single player where I won a few times. If you want to see that, let me know. And if you guys want us to go into a little bit more detail on how the armor and all that stuff works, let us know as well. So thank you guys for tuning in to HappyThumbsGaming. Stay tuned for more God of War content. Don't forget to subscribe and vote if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And as always, happy hunting, gamers.